My name is Olive, and it's always a pleasure to have you on board now. Join us for this edition in details. The plenary session of the Chamber of Deputies on Monday convened in an extraordinary session and definitively approved 10 draft laws related to loan agreements and grants between Rwanda and various development partners. These aim to support the development of agriculture and livestock, technical and vocational education and training, provision of clean water to citizens, environmental protection and business development. Among the approved loan agreements are 9 loans, including one dedicated to a project to promote TVET schools for transformation, one for the irrigation project in Giseke, Isagara, and another for irrigation and proper management of the wetlands in Kayonza district. There are also agreements for 2 projects aimed at expanding the water supply and distribution system for the Karenge water treatment plant. The Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Yusuf Murangwa, confirmed that the clean water distribution is planned to extend to other areas as well. Additionally, loan agreements were definitively approved for the Rwanda Dairy Development Project, Phase 2, a project to promote a competitive culture among small traders exporting agricultural products abroad, and an agreement between the government of the Republic of Rwanda and the government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China to eliminate double taxation on income and prevent tax evasion and non-payment. 2 grant agreements were also approved, one aimed at promoting TVET schools for transformation and another for restoring biodiversity in the Nyungwe-Ruhango corridor project. In the Senate, the plenary session elected Honorable Senator Alfred Gasana as chairperson of the Political and Governance Committee. To other matters, the President of the Senate today on Monday, Dr. François-Xavier Kalinda, received the Ambassador of India to Rwanda, Mirdu Pawandas, in discussions focused on strengthening the already good relations between India and Rwanda. These relations are based on cooperation in trade, investment, health, and other sectors. In particular, they talked about the relations and collaboration between the legislative bodies of Rwanda and India. The Indian ambassador to Rwanda stated that India is well known as one of the countries with significant investments in Rwanda, including the Itexirwa textile company producing various types of clothing, the sugar factory located in Kabuye in Kigali city, and the tea farming. To more news, the junior police officers who completed 9 months of training at the police training school in Gishari, Rwamagana district were urged to demonstrate professionalism in their daily duties and to play an active role in ensuring that Rwandans celebrate the festive season in full security. And Gladys has the details.
Demonstrations including riot control, self-defense techniques, drills and paramilitary training were among the skills showcased by 1,900 junior police officers, including 359 women, as they completed their training at the police training school in Gishari. Forming the 21st intake, the commandant of the police training school in Gishari, CP Robert Nyonshuti, commended them for the enthusiasm and dedication they displayed and assured them that they will continue to receive further training to help them carry out their duties more effectively. Officers who are preparing to complete your training, we commend you for the discipline you have demonstrated and urge you to put into practice the core lessons you have learned. I also thank the Ministry of Interior and the leadership of the Rwanda National Police for the continued guidance and for providing all the necessary resources that enable this school to effectively fulfill its mission. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Vincent Biruta, told the junior police officers that the training they received is a strong foundation on which they will build to effectively carry out their duties ahead of them. And he also commended the good cooperation between the police and the public. Criminals whom the security organs confront are well known to continue acquiring new knowledge, change their tactics, and integrate technology into their criminal activities. This therefore challenges us to constantly train ourselves so as to enhance our skills to confront, combat, and suppress them. All Rwandans and residents of Rwanda commend the good work carried out by our national police. Your contribution has enabled citizens to go about their daily activities in safety and it has made our country rank among the nations with strong security and a steadily growing economy year after year. Minister Dr. Biruta also reminded the junior police officers to uphold professionalism in their work and urged them to play an active role in ensuring the safety and security of Rwandans, especially during this festive season.
Aya mahugurwa ndayashoje ku mugaragaro rero.
I therefore officially declare these training courses concluded, and I take this opportunity to wish you all together with your families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2026. I am confident that you will play a visible role in ensuring that the end of your festive season proceeds smoothly. May you be guided by integrity and professionalism. Work with dedication, reject misconduct, and strive to uphold the dignity of Rwanda and Rwandans wherever you may be.
Kwanga umugayo no guharanira ishema y'u Rwanda n'abanyarwanda aho muzaba muri hose.
These 1,903 trainees, including 359 female officers, have successfully completed the basic police course.
Moving ahead, the Rwanda Defense Force Infantry Brigade, comprising senior officers, junior officers, and other ranks, has successfully completed a 4-month advanced infantry training course at the National Basic Military Training Center in Kirehe District. We do have details. The graduation ceremony was presided over by the RDF Chief of Defense Staff, General Mubarak Muganga, and attended by the RDF generals, senior officers, and officers. The pass-out ceremony featured a series of demonstrations that highlighted the skills and knowledge acquired during the training. Attendees witnessed impressive displays of infantry tactics, martial arts, and live firing exercises, reflecting the brigade's operational readiness and combat capability. In his remarks, General Mubarak commended the graduates for their dedication, discipline, and commitment throughout the course. He encouraged them to maintain the same spirit and professionalism as they move forward in their duties. He urged the graduates to effectively apply the skills and knowledge gained to defend the nation's territorial integrity and respond to emerging security threats. The Chief of Defense Staff emphasized the importance of upholding the RDF's core values, particularly discipline, which he described as fundamental to success in all fields. Discipline must come before everything, he said. We are an army that values discipline, ethics, and strong moral principles. Advanced infantry training is designed to enhance the skills of infantry personnel, enabling them to effectively perform their operational duties while fulfilling the RDF's mission. Moving ahead, on Monday at the headquarters of the RPF in Otanyi, the first Vice President, Honorable Console Uwimana, led the handover ceremony between the outgoing Secretary General, Ambassador Gasamagera Welars, and the new Secretary General, Ambassador Christophe Bazivamo. This followed the recent restructuring of the RPF in Otanyi governance bodies on Friday the 19th, which introduced a second Vice President and a Deputy Secretary General, and an advisory council was also established during the RPF in Otanyi Congress. Honorable Console Uwimana continued as the first Vice President of the RPF in Otanyi, a position she previously held, while Marie-Solange Kaisire was appointed as the second Vice President. Ambassador Christophe Bazivamo became the new Secretary General, assisted by the Deputy Secretary General Stephen Gasana Karasanyi. To the education sector, the Ministry of Education says that the expertise of teachers from Zimbabwe will significantly contribute to improving the quality of education in Rwanda. The remarks were made during a welcoming ceremony for 139 Zimbabwean teachers who have arrived in the country. And Gladys has the details.
These teachers, who make up the second group, include instructors of subjects such as English, mathematics, and science. They will serve at different levels of education, ranging from primary and secondary schools to universities. The teachers say they are prepared to deliver their lessons professionally and are confident that their contribution will benefit learners.
To teach with technology and also to impart my skills in teaching, academic and co-curricular activities as well. I will help them in production I'm a carpenter. I know what I'm going to do to assist them in making different products. That's mainly my aim, and to impart the skills, competent skills, so that they can also be able to survive using those skills to do even self-projects.
In terms of education, they just told us to expect happy minds, happy children. Children from all the African countries are all the same. We are all the same, really. I'm sure I want to introduce the phonic method, which involves the use of sounds to letters. They also the use of the thrust method, which is teaching through reading and handwriting.
The Zimbabwean Minister of Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare, Edgar Moyo, pointed out that sending these teachers to Rwanda aims to strengthen the good relations and cooperation between the two countries.
We want them to excel in Rwanda, learn the Rwandan culture, the language, and also impart important skills that they've come here for. So that's basically what we expect of them. And more importantly, I think this is a demonstration of the continued and deepening relationships between Zimbabwe and Rwanda, which was consummated under an MOU in 2021. And it's important for us to continue this relationship because it also speaks to Africa's integration. We shouldn't really always be looking outside the continent for solutions or for any cooperation. That we as Africa are doing it ourselves is very important, and we look forward to deepening this relationship, going into other sectors of the economy and also other fields of expertise.
The Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Claudette Irere, noted that the knowledge and experience the teachers bring will play a key role in raising the quality of education in Rwanda. These 139 teachers from Zimbabwe joined another 157 who arrived in Rwanda in 2021. In 2022, Rwanda's Ministry of Education signed an agreement with Zimbabwean's Ministry of Education to establish a sustainable framework for deploying Zimbabwean teachers to teach in Rwanda.
Moving ahead, more than 50 Rwandan youths living in Poland have visited the Kigali Genocide Memorial and various national museums that document Rwanda's history and the struggle to stop the genocide against the Tutsi. Take a look at the details. These young people say the visit deepened their understanding of Rwanda's history across different periods, strengthening their ability to counter genocide denial and distortion of historical facts.
This is an unusual occasion for us. It's not something that happens on a daily basis. So if we come here, we get some facts, we get some history, and even some data that we didn't know that will help us to communicate either online or even on the other platforms that we get to fight against misinformation and the hate speech, which is now going broad.
As youth, we should know the truth and we should stand with the truth. And as a young person as well, what I've learned is that I should negate the denialism and other people who talk or maybe have a bad image of our country, and show them the facts, the truth, and everything that our country has accomplished. And we together as youth, we should be the one to bring up the country from now on till other generations.
These youths living in Poland call upon other young people to invest effort in learning the history of their country in order to confront those who deny or distort the history.
As the new generation, we should play our active role to making sure that this genocide against the Tutsi, be it here in Rwanda or genocide anywhere else, should never happen again. We should play an active role to making sure that hate speech, misinformation that could put different people around the world in jeopardy should be fought against and actively. So this is where the youth, we think we should play an active role to making sure that this doesn't happen again.
The director of Rwanda Community Abroad at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Sandrine Uwimbabazi-Maziateke, urged these youths to continue representing their country well wherever they live around the world.
Very important for our country to have a young generation that is growing abroad to come back home and learn about our country, because we want them to keep to have the accurate information, because the information they are going to get, we want them to spread the word, to tell the truth about what's happening, to tell their friends of Rwanda. These guys are students. They study with different people. So we believe that through the information they have received today, they know the truth. They are going to tell the right information.
As part of their visit, the youths also toured the Campaign Against Genocide Museum at the Parliament, as well as the National Liberation Museum at Murindi W'Intwari in Gicumbi district. They emphasized that young people have a responsibility to promote unity, peace, and actively contribute to Rwanda's development. Now to sports matters. The Rwanda Cycling Federation, FERWACY, has announced 16 out of 18 teams that will participate in the Tour du Rwanda 2026, as well as the roads to be used in this race, which will take place over 8 days, covering a distance of 993 kilometers. This annual cycling race around the country will be held for the 18th time. It will take place from February 22nd and conclude on March 1st, 2026. The Tour du Rwanda 2026 will be the second largest edition ever, covering 993 kilometers. The race will start in the Rukomo sector in the Gicumbi district, pass through other parts of the country, and finish in Kigali city, where the winner will be awarded. The longer Tour du Rwanda was first held when the race became international in 2023, covering 1,129 kilometers. The president of the Rwanda Cycling Federation, Samson Ndayishimiye, noted that the Tour du Rwanda will be special because it will be the first edition after the UCI Road World Championships, which was held in Kigali in September 2025.
Our goal is clear. It is to deliver a world-class event that benefits athletes, fans, partners, and communities across the country. Today's launch is about collaboration. It allows us to share our vision for Tour du Rwanda 2026, 18th edition of Tour du Rwanda, present the race roadmap, and strengthen relationships with our valued sponsors.
16 teams out of 18 confirmed to participate in the 2026 Tour du Rwanda have been announced, with the remaining teams to be revealed in January 2026. Among the new teams participating for the first time are the Mada from Algeria, Rembe Radnet Pro Cycling Team from Germany, Movistar from Spain, NSN from Israel, and Localizer Mio Swift Pro Cycling from Brazil. The Ministry of Sports notes that this is a result of the recognition Rwanda has earned internationally and teams seeking points to compete in the World Championships, which will be held in Montreal, Canada in 2026.
As we unveil what promises to be a very exciting edition of Tour du Rwanda, building on the success of hosting the UCI Road World Championship in September. We've indeed learned a great deal, and those lessons are being carried forward as we continue to improve our own tour. As the ministry, we are encouraged by the growth of this competition, and we are fully committed to strengthening and elevating it further. We thank the partners who have stood with us throughout the years. We invite others to join us in this continued journey of growth. As we look ahead to the routes, the peloton, the crowds, and the moments to come, this edition offers an opportunity to bring cycling closer to communities, inspire the next generation of champions, and showcase our country with a race that will be as demanding as it is beautiful.
Thank you, dear viewers, for staying with us throughout the edition. On behalf of the entire news team, we wish you a fruitful week ahead. Good night.